Okay, hopefully we're live. If you didn't watch the last stream, I kind of broke everything. But I think we're back, and we do actually have a tornado on the ground now near Bingham, Nebraska. So if you're in this area, you need to take shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building away from windows. This is a confirmed tornado near Bingham. All right, this is a Weather Spotters confirmed tornado. Now, we have this, but also we have another tornado warning, actually, all the way back down into Oklahoma. This is actually for the storm in southwestern Oklahoma that we were watching a while ago near Hollis. This is a radar-indicated tornado warning, so if you're in this area, make sure that you are seeking shelter immediately, once again, on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows, in an interior room. I need to see if the stream is fixed. Okay, I don't know if it is or not, but hopefully it is. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, please tell me we're good. Please. Oh, I think we're good. Okay. Whew. That had me scared for a little bit. I thought I had broken my streaming system forever, but we're fine. So, we're back here again. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. But we have a couple of tornado warnings once again. Kind of, while I was fixing my stream, of course, everything had to pop off. Again, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground in Nebraska, in an area that, again, was not even in our severe weather risk for today. But it's near Bingham. So again, if you're in Bingham, you need to be seeking shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows, in an interior room. And then our storm back down in Texas is in Oklahoma, is a radar-indicated tornado warning. So that means there could be a tornado on the ground at any second if there's not already one. So if you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately, once again, on the lowest floor of a building and in an interior room away from windows. So Corey Gherkin is on the storm. He's got a pretty amazing view of it, actually. Of the structure. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. We have two active, ongoing tornado warnings. We have one that is observed. The other is radar indicated. Again, this is a Weather Spotters confirmed tornado near Bingham. So again, if you're in this area, you need to seek shelter immediately. On the lowest floor of a building and away from windows. The tornado was likely on the ground somewhere southwest of Bingham whenever it touched down. I believe it's already lifted because there's just no signs of like any rotation with this storm at this point, all right? But it was on the ground for at least a few seconds there. So if we take a look, we don't even see like a CC drop because it was out here in the middle of nowhere where there was nothing to pick up. But again, this was a confirmed tornado, and it could honestly still be on the ground. So, again, you should be in your tornado safe spot here. I just don't believe it is, but it very well could be. So, stay in your tornado safe spot there in Bingham. And then, again, we have another tornado warning in southwestern Oklahoma. This is a radar-indicated one, but to me, this area of rotation is actually more concerning than our other one. Right now, it's near Dodson, Texas, but only the Oklahoma side of the border's National Weather Service warned this, okay? So, it's kind of an interesting scenario where, again, we're on two different National Weather Service borders here. One of them decided a tornado warn it, one of them did not. So, it's interesting, but, again, possible tornado near Dodson. We're just not going to try to mess with the stream anymore. Now that we know the consequences, we're just not going to mess with the stream. I went down a loophole where I had to delete OBS because I thought that would fix everything, but then it didn't fix everything, and I had to sign back into my YouTube account, and I forgot my password, and it was a whole shebang. So, anyway, I wasn't even going to go live again, but since we had a tornado on the ground, I was like, yeah, we kind of have to. But, again, confirmed tornado near Bingham. May still be on the ground. If it is on the ground, it would be somewhere just off to the west of Bingham along Highway 2. Again, this is a confirmed tornado. We're just getting severe thunderstorm warnings left and right. We're at 27. Usually that's how many we get in like a big-time tornado outbreak at one time, but we are just getting them all over the place. Our storm near San Angelo, once again, it did produce baseball-sized hail and damaging wind gusts up to 73 miles per hour at least. That was confirmed. So the concern was necessary for that storm. They definitely gave this a destructive severe thunderstorm warning at the right time. Again, this is down to a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, but you should still remain indoors and away from windows. It still has the tornado possible tag on it, and actually, there is kind of an interesting storm here that is kind of broken apart from our main supercell here. But if you look, it's very weird, but we've got kind of a hook echo, and a pretty impressive one at that, if I may say. And if we look at the velocities, we see that there is some rotation there, okay? So we may actually get a tornado warning for this storm, too. Very concerning area of rotation there. Again, separate from our main supercell now. Over the past few scans, it's really started to get going there. Again, this is off to the west of Wall, south of Highway 87. In west central Texas, if we look at the velocities, again, very tight, just not that strong. So, again, we're going to watch for a possible tornado to develop there, and we have a new tornado warning now. Man, I just got a random case of deja vu. You know when that happens? It's so weird, but we have a new tornado warning all the way down here in Texas. That's for a storm southwest of Hamlin. We had a viewer pointing this out this was not the one he was pointing out, but this is actually probably our best rotator right now. In fact, there's no probably about it. Holy crap. Look at that last scan there on the velocities. They were measuring 100-mile-per-hour winds going one way. Not seeing any correlation coefficient drop matchup there, but we may have had a brief tornado. It's very likely, actually. Or, well, not likely, but it's very possible, I should say. So now this is our most concerning storm. We keep trading our most concerning storms left and right just because of how many there are, but that's the big area of concern there again. We did have a confirmed tornado near Bingham, Nebraska, but at this point I'm not convinced at all that that's on the ground. But we could have some sort of land spout still, so if you're in that area, remain in your safe spot. Oh my gosh. Another tornado warning. We went from 0 to 4 in like 10 minutes. That's all the way out in Tennessee. We got tornado warnings in Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska. This is for the Crossville area. We actually have a live look at that storm. This is a perfect look here from Crossville, Tennessee, of this tornado warning storm near Pleasant Hill. So again, if you're in Pleasant Hill or Crossville, make sure that you are running to your tornado safe spot, away from windows, lowest floor of a building, interior room. If you're in a mobile home, evacuate, find a more substantial shelter. Again, we're going to keep that cyclone port up there because that is in the thick of a tornado warning storm. So if there's something, we'll likely be able to see it, actually. So let's go back down here to our San Angelo storm that did have the hook echo associated with a little bit of rotation. That is actually still there. We haven't gotten a new radar scan yet, that's why, but there is still a velocity couplet. Oh my gosh! 5! Falls in McLennan counties, Texas, and they're all for different areas of rotation. This is near Marlin to the south of Waco. This is a tornado warning. This is for an area of rotation southeast of Eddy, Texas. And again, this is another very concerning one. We have so many storms to watch right now. Again, we've got 5 tornado warnings, guys. This is just ridiculous. Absolutely insane here. Again, one near Dodson's pretty concerning. The one back down closer to Abilene is it's really closer to Hamlin. It's looking pretty concerning. And then our third tornado warning in Texas near Waco, or I guess this one's technically in Oklahoma, but our other tornado warning in Texas near Waco is very concerning once again. We got our one in Nebraska that, again, has confirmed to have produced a tornado, at least it was at one point. And then, obviously, we got our storm out in Tennessee as well. So, and they're all in, like, different National Weather Service zones. They're all very far apart. Just at the same time, all these storms from around the country just kind of popped off. So again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have 5 tornado warnings across the United States. We have a live look at a storm that is tornado warning near Crossville, Tennessee, that is rotating pretty well. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado at any minute. So if you're in this area, you gotta seek shelter now. Run to your safe spot immediately. Interior room, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. Again, we have another tornado warning out here in Oklahoma that's pretty concerning with its velocity couplet. It's not quite as concerning as it was, though. We have a tornado warning up in Nebraska for a storm that previously produced a tornado and could still be, actually, near Bingham. And then we got another tornado warning here in Texas to the south of Hamlin. That's pretty concerning, near Reynolds. And then finally, we got one to the south of Waco, Texas, that, again, is pretty concerning as well. So, again, if you're in any of these tornado warnings that we are just now mentioning, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Again, this one's by far the most concerning. Again, they were measuring 100-mile-per-hour velocities going one way against 25-mile-per-hour velocity. So really about 123-mile-per-hour gate-to-gate shear there. Very concerning for a moment. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. We're just getting severe thunderstorm warnings left, right, and center. Up to 23 now. The storm near San Angelo is now down to quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour, ping-pong ball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, surprisingly. I mean, it's not that surprising. I thought it was quarter size, and that's why it was surprising in the first place, okay? So again, we still got this little hook feature here on our storm south of US Highway 87. South. Again, there's some rotation there. And I know this looks like rotation, but that's all just contamination up there. And that hook was really impressive, though, for a few seconds. And, again, by far our most concerning storm in the entire country right now in terms of a tornado threat is this one here heading for Reynolds, Oklahoma. So, if you're, or sorry, Texas. So, if you're in this area, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. Once again, on the lowest floor possible of a building and away from windows. Still talking about gate-to-gate shear of over 80 miles per hour. Half a degree into the atmosphere. So, and we do have a little hook feature on radar there near Reynolds. So if there were to be a tornado to drop, it would touch down somewhere near Reynolds right now. With that newest reflectivity scan. Let's wait for the velocities to update again. Our velocity couplet should be located like somewhere here right on top of Reynolds, basically. Again, if you're in Reynolds, you gotta go now. This is on top of you. Hamlin, we're not concerned about you. Maybe the south side of Hamlin should go ahead and shelter, but downtown Hamlin, Texas, you're not the area of concern. Same thing with Hitson, you're fine. We're mainly concerned about areas to the south of you, areas south of Highway 92, like Reynolds, Royston, all the way out towards McCauley. So again, if you're in either or any three of those towns that I just mentioned, please do be taking shelter immediately. There's a confirmed tornado in the, yep, we knew about the Nebraska one. Again, there was a report of that, according to apparently fire department as well, not just a trained weather spotter. But that was as of 18 minutes ago. The firefighter reported. I couldn't speak. And then it was about 16 minutes ago that the weather spotter reported it. And it's such a weak area of rotation. It's very unlikely that this is on the ground. But again, you should continue to stay in your tornado safe spot, as this has previously produced a tornado, and it could still be, but again, I'm just not sold on that. We have a massive special weather statement polygon, but funnily enough, it's only across one county in Nebraska, because this is a massive county. Conditions are becoming favorable for the development of landspout tornadoes in and close to the highlighted area. That's pretty interesting. I've only seen the landspout, quote-unquote, watch special weather statement once on radar. That's what I like to call those, are landspout watches. Or landspout warnings. But yeah, landspouts are almost impossible to detect on radar, so hopefully we got some good weather spotters out there that know what they're doing, or some emergency managers or something. Some storm chasers, whatever. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Alright, I'm sorry for that awful singing. I don't know why my computer is so loud. It's like it's normally pretty loud during streams, but this time it's exceptionally loud. It's probably just because I had to go through a whole loophole to get this set up. Not really a loophole. That's not really what a loophole is, but okay, so this tornado warning has just been condensed. It is down to radar indicated, but again, stay in your tornado safe spot. This has previously produced a tornado near Bingham. Again, if you're in Bingham, you need to stay in shelter. Areas to the west of Ashby along Highway 2. It's a very small tornado warning polygon, but it is in western and northwestern Nebraska here. This is for northwestern Grant, northern Garden, and southeastern Sheridan counties. Once again, in northwestern Nebraska here. Thank you, Jace. I also think that this storm has potential to get tornado warned if the National Weather Service does see this area rotation here. This is off to the east of Racket, Nebraska. Again, that's a rotating supercell capable of producing a tornado, so we'll have to watch that one very closely. But if we go back down to our tornado warned storm in Texas, which again is the most concerning storm in the entire country right now, we can see that we've still got a pretty decent velocity couplet, still a little bit of a hook echo, but it's not nearly as impressive as it was. So continue to stay in your safe spot, but it's not looking like we're going to get too much out of that at this point. We need to get me more subscribers. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. Again, we've got a severe storm capable of producing a tornado heading right for Crossville, Tennessee. Look at that on our cyclone port there in Crossville. Look at that, dude. There's a, a shelf cloud, it looks like, actually. Pretty large one at that. There's quite a bit of scud. The rising air. Maybe even some sort of lowering trying to develop somewhere in there. So I'll have to watch out for that once again. So, I mean, we've got again, an incredible look at this thing from the Crossville, Tennessee Cyclone port. By the way, if you hear noise in the background, that's just piano playing. So, yeah, thank you guys. Just random support. I'll take it. I should probably update the stream title since we no longer have a tornado on the ground. I cannot believe we have 5 tornado warnings. We went from 0 to 5 in minutes, quite literally. So, very interesting stuff, obviously, here. Again, we probably weren't even live whenever the tornado was on the ground because I had to fix my stream. Because if you were not here last time, it crashed. Well, it didn't crash, but I messed things up for a few minutes and then it took me a while to fix it. But we are back here again. Let's change it to live 5 tornado warnings. Whoops, didn't put a space in there. There we go. Live 5 tornado warnings. We just got a new velocity scan up here. Let's check it out. Yeah, we got so many warnings to look at, so I'm sorry that I'm jumping around so much. I know I already do that all the time on radar, but I kind of have to right now. 5 tornado warnings, 26 severe thunderstorm warnings once again. Our storm again here in Texas has calmed down quite a bit, but you should continue to stay in your safe spot. Also, as of 18 minutes ago, law enforcement reported baseball-sized hail with this storm. So, again, if you're in this tornado warning, you need to seek shelter, but also areas like Hamlin and Anson, get ready to seek shelter if they do upgrade this to some ridiculous hail size or wind threat. So now we're back out here to our storm south of Waco again. Not super impressive. It was for a little bit, but not anymore. Again, at this point, our best chance of getting a tornado might be out of our storm here near Crossville, Tennessee. We are sort of in a radar hole out here, though, so unfortunately we don't have a great look at this storm, but, I mean, you can see the rotation in there a little bit near Pleasant Hill. Again, right now it's in between Pleasant Hill and Crossville. We have an amazing look at that shelf cloud there, actually, as that moves into downtown Crossville, Tennessee. We can even see a couple areas of what could be a potential lowering, but again, there's a lot of scud in there. They did just issue a new severe thunderstorm warning for this storm as well, or a different part of this storm, but yeah, anyway, we could also look at this severe thunderstorm through Jamestown. Alright, this is an area that's already getting hit by this storm. Different part, a non-tornadic part for the most part, but still, it's a part. Let's see here. So, again, live look at Crossville and Jamestown, Tennessee. Live looks at both of them. That shelf cloud's getting pretty low there. And what is that? We may have something trying to... Looks like it's rotating pretty impressively there on the eastern part of the screen. You can see the rain here with this thing. It's pretty intense. Again, if this does drop a tornado, it very well could be rain-wrapped, so do not try and go out and look for this thing. Just take shelter now. There's no reason to go out and try to look for something like this and make sure that it's on the ground. Like, what do you actually get from that? Don't get anything, but you could lose everything. Again, some of those low rings are starting to get pretty low there. It almost looks like they're, you know, what could be considered the beginning stages of a funnel cloud almost. Again, it's about to move off the camera there. I wish they would rotate this, but we probably don't have people actively watching it. Hopefully not anyway. Hopefully they're in their shelter in their tornado safe spot there. Again, right there, that is some sort of funnel cloud almost that's trying to touch down. That is very concerning looking there. Again, it's on the far right-hand side of the Crossville, Tennessee camera there. I mean, just look at that. Oh, it's getting lower, dude. Oh, my gosh. No, it's moving off the screen. Dang it. Okay, there's definitely a very prominent lowering there. Yeah, it's getting more impressive. Okay, we have what again, could almost be a funnel cloud. Could be almost considered a funnel cloud there. Moving into downtown Crossville, Tennessee. You are looking at that live on the bottom camera there. We got another one just behind it that we can also monitor there. So if you're in Crossville, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. Again, we have a tornado trying to touch down. You can see it on the far right-hand side of the screen right now on the Crossville, Tennessee camera. There is definitely a funnel cloud trying to develop there, and it's getting decently low to the ground. So again, if you're in this area, you got to seek shelter now, guys. It's not too often we have a perfect look at this like we do right now with this kind of storm here. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that shelf cloud definitely is looking impressive, Matt Prunty. Let's see if we get any more lowerings here on the camera. Again, we got some sort of lowering here on our storm at the very least near Crossville, Tennessee. So again, if you're in this area, you need to run to your tornado safe spot. We're in a radar hole, so we can't even see what's happening right now, unfortunately, on radar. But we saw that there. It's a good thing we have a camera out here. Again, right now, this is a live look at Crossville, Tennessee. You know, even this, looks relatively low to the ground. Look at the flag there in the bottom portion of the screen. It doesn't look like it's that windy until you look at how much the flag is whipping around out there. Currently, the wind measurements are broken, but it's definitely quite windy out there for sure. Yeah, the flags are whipping around. Even the flagpole was whipping a little bit. The camera's shaking. You weren't really able to tell on the small version of the camera unless we brought it full screen there like we did. Okay, let's go back out to some of our other storms here in the plains, because it's been a minute since we looked at them, but I doubt any of them are doing anything really as impressive as our one in Tennessee. The Hollis, Oklahoma storm is undergoing a merger, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I read that as major. We'll look at Hollis here in a second. Or is that the tornado warned one up here? Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. Okay, we once again have a very impressive velocity couplet here east of Arnett. Again, if you're in Arnett, McKnight, Hollis, Ron, Schroeder, Gold, Gald, McQueen, any of these areas here, north of Highway 62 in southwestern Oklahoma, you need to seek shelter immediately. This is a very defined area of rotation. And wow, look at that hook there. Yeah, it's definitely, this cell's definitely trying to feed into this one here, isn't it? Okay. Oh, they're moving the Crossville, Tennessee cam. Okay, it's moving. Whether that's automatic or if that's somebody moving that, I'm not sure. It's probably somebody moving it because we didn't see it move the whole time until now. Okay, so again, we got mainly just scud out there now, actually. Whatever that is, if you guys see what I'm talking about, I can't draw on the camera, unfortunately, but it's right there. Oh, they're moving it again a little bit. Nice. Okay. Okay, we gotta continue to watch the storm here. No, why are they moving it back? Huh. Definitely quite a few lowerings in that area there. But anyway, let's go back out to our big concerning storm out here near Hollis, Oklahoma, the concerning one. Thank you for pointing that out, Tristan, because I was not even paying attention to this, but it's pretty concerning, actually. Probably the most concerning one we have in the country right now, other than maybe the Tennessee one. Look at that! Wow, that's an impressive storm structure there. It's a live look at Storm Chaser Corey Gherkin. Again, unfortunately, I can't bring that up for too long on the stream for copyright reasons. He's got about 350 viewers on Radar Omega alone. Can't imagine how many he has on YouTube right now. That's what happens whenever you put yourself in a situation like that. People watch. By the way, our tornado warning in Nebraska has been allowed to expire. I assume that was the one that expired before I even looked at the list. So again, that storm in Nebraska, that's all clear now. One of your friends is storm spotting as well in that storm. He's just not live streaming. The one in Oklahoma, let me know if he sees anything. That would be greatly appreciated. Make sure to let him know that if he sees anything, to send it into the National Weather Service as well out here. I'm sure that's probably what he's doing, but just to confirm, just so that we can get the process going properly here. Again, south of McKnight now, most likely. Yeah, it's on the Oklahoma one. Okay. This is, once again, a rotating supercell capable of producing a tornado at any minute if it is not already. So if you're in this area, you gotta seek shelter right now. Again, this storm is also producing golf ball-sized hail as well. He's giving you updates on Discord. Okay. As of 9 minutes ago, this produced golf ball-sized hail, according to the public. 3 miles north of Hollis. He's in western Hollis watching it. So he would be out here to the south of the rotation. Gotcha. Okay, we have a pretty big storm moving into Haskell County now. Whoops, that's actually not a new one. That is not new. He just said the storm is about to drop a tornado. Yikes. Corey Gherkin is right under the area of rotation now. I know that looks like a low rank, guys, but that's all actually just scud, scattered cumulus under deck. See all that warm air rising into the storm there. It's so cool to see that process. It's not cool whenever it produces a tornado, but it's cool all the way up until that point. Okay, so kind of going back over here to our storm to the southeast of Waco now, or kind of southeast of Waco. It's not really doing too much. Let's go back to our storm in Tennessee here. It looks like they're moving, or actually they have not moved the Crossville cam again. Again, this is still a radar-indicated tornado warning for Crossville, Tennessee. This is off in Cumberland County, Tennessee. And this is for Crossville. We're about to see it start raining hard on the Crossville cam. Merger ongoing with the Oklahoma storm now. Yeah, I knew those cells were getting very close to crashing into each other, so we'll see if this merger helps this supercell or weakens it. Okay. But yeah, again, we'll see what this supercell does here. We're watching it, that's for sure. We're watching it very closely right now. It's off to the west of Altus, Oklahoma. Let's go back over here to our Tennessee storm. Again, it doesn't look like it's rotating as much anymore, but mostly that's because we don't have a good look at this on radar. We're in a pretty bad radar dead zone here, a radar hole, if you will. We're down to 4 tornado warnings once again. Honestly, at this point, the only storms that I'm actually finding concerning are this one here north of Hollis, obviously the one near McKnight, and then the second one, the other one would be the one out there in Tennessee, just because we don't have a good look at it. But it may not be doing anything at all. We really don't know because we don't have a good look at it. They did just let one of the tornado warnings in Texas get removed. It was the one out closer to the Hamlin-Rotan area. Originally, that was a very impressive area rotation. Again, we were talking about gate-to-gate shear, almost at 125 miles per hour, which is insane for how quickly it spun up. I almost said for how quickly it spinned up. I think we are going to end off the live stream here because we don't have any ongoing tornadoes or really any storms at all that are even that close to producing a tornado. Maybe this one near Hollis, but, I mean, we're looking at Corey Gherkin. He's inside of it, guys, and we're not seeing too much other than just quite a bit of scud and some ominous dark skies there. And then, again, our storm in Tennessee is not looking nearly as impressive as it was earlier, just based on the reflectivity even. So I think we're going to go ahead and end off the live stream here because I'm going to have to go pretty soon anyway. So I'm going to thank you all for tuning in. This was kind of 2 live streams put into one. It's kind of a 2-parter here. But yeah, again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.